y'all doing out there? Now, you don't know me and I don't know you, but we do have one thing in common if you're watching this video. Now, this is going to be an extensive video set on purchasing a manufactured home. What this video set's going to consist of is purchasing a modular home. And you're probably saying to yourself, because you're probably new at this too, and that's why you're watching this video, what is a modular home? What's a mobile home? What's a manufactured home? So a manufactured home is basically...
Well, any home that's built in a factory is a manufactured home.
Right.
It's built inside a building and then moved and set up on your property somewhere.
And the deal is that when you see these double wide modular homes, a lot of people call them, oh, there's a mobile home, because that's just the most common word used.
The terms are generally interchangeable, so you have to be really careful when you get right down to it what you're actually going to get. Like a modular home is a manufactured home. But
the deal with that house is it's a permanently mounted house, and it's built to the specifications and the state codes of a real home. So if you are going to buy your own property, the suggestion that I'm going to give you is that you want to get a modular home. Now, the modular homes do cost more money. All right.
But that's because they're built to code.
They're built to code. And when we say to code, that means that if you live in a place that's got a 30-pound snow roof load, a 30-pound snow load on your roof, then that house has got to be built to that code. Whereas the mobile home, that's just built the way they build them. You buy it straight out of the factory. We're not going to put a 30-pound snow load on the roof. You know, you get what you get, and this is our specs, and bam, down the road you go. Something I found out about these homes, what really turns me off is when you walk into them, of course, you see the modernized island, you know, and a lot of these islands in the kitchen, they just look like they're cheap, like they make them out of 2x4s and they put veneer on them. Have you noticed that?
Well,
and it's got real thin trim.
I've seen a few that are kind of chintzy.
They're just real chintzy and cheap, you know.
But then, yet again, you don't have to have that. You can upgrade or downgrade.
Let's go ahead and talk about the upgrading department. It's kind of like going into McDonald's. You look at the menu and you say, I want that cheeseburger meal for $4.99. But by the time you walk out, you're paying $10, and you're like going, why am I paying $10? You know. But when you look at your receipt, it all adds up. So you got to watch the upgrade thing. Something else about upgrades I want to tell everybody is before you go getting the glamour bathroom and the upgraded sink and the upgraded refrigerator and microwave, you need to think about the structure of the house and upgrading that. Like I was telling you about the 2x4s versus the 2x6s and the better insulation. Because what that's going to do, that's going to considerably drop your electric bill or your heating bills or your air conditioning bills by having that extra insulation and those thicker walls. So upgrade on that and spend your money on that before you
everybody's on a budget, so do those upgrades first, and then if you have some money left over,
then go for the
kitchen or the bath.
Yeah, then go for the pleasure stuff. One more thing I want to mention is the flooring. A lot of people don't think about that. The subfloors, which is underneath your carpet and underneath all your tile and everything, is not plywood. Do not let any of these guys fool you and say it's plywood. It's not. It's OSB board, and what OSB board is pressed particle wood. All right, it is not plywood. And one other thing I found out is the wood that they use, the pressed poured wood, is 5/8 inch thick, and you can upgrade that to 3/4 inch, which is only 1/8 of an inch thicker. All right, but it's like $1,500 or $1,800 to upgrade it. So to me, that's a lot of money just to upgrade 1/8 of an inch thicker, you know. But whatever. They claim that if you upgrade the floor later down the line, you don't get any squeaks in the wood. Another thing about the flooring, I want to tell everybody, make sure that you check out the way the flooring is put together, that it's a tongue and groove insulation. It's just not a board sitting next to each other. You want that tongue and groove, so all those boards are interlocked as one piece of wood.
And one last thing.
What?
That I just thought of that's very important too. If the dealership that you are working with does not have their own crews to do all the work, and I'm talking foundation, concrete work, and everything, then you need to get your own guy. Because if you let them do it for you, it's going to be double the expense, because they've got to make their profit.
They got to go out. They got to go out to the town that you live in. They got to find contractors.
Exactly.
The contractors are going to charge them.
And they're not going to do that all for free.
That's right.
So if you do it yourself.
Okay, there's our phone. We got to go. We'll be back as me and Minnie, the Body Shop Girl, go to the mobile home hunting. Hello. Okay, so we're in a Karsten unit here, Steve.
This is an enchantment by Karsten.
This is an enchantment by Karsten. So you walk in the front door, you got a separate living room, and then you come over here to the kitchen, which is basically hidden. I like that.
Nice big kitchen to it, though.
And we still got the bedroom off of this wall, but then you walk in here, and what's going on, Steve?
You've got a retreat to your left once you enter into the bedroom.
You got a retreat, which is hidden. You don't even know it's there.
Mm-hmm. If you look above, you've got coffered ceilings above.
Yeah, coffered
nice big
ceilings.
windows all over the place.
And let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Could we go ahead, if we wanted to knock that wall out so it kind of goes around, can we do that if we want to?
Absolutely. This wall right here is not a structural wall at all, nor is that. So we can eliminate this whole thing.
And then this would be the master bath. And I noticed that these aren't marble. This is like a linoleum.
Laminate material.
Laminate.
Formica type material.
Yeah.
What brand house is this?
This is a Karsten.
This is a Karsten.
Mm-hmm. Now it can be built with Corian countertops. You can do, typically if I do a lot of marble. Or
Is this one here got any upgrades in it, or is this your standard issue model?
This is actually a promotional version from Karsten, so it's got some upgrades into it, but they're all...
So it's basically... Wow.
What you're seeing here is exactly the house that you would get at the price it's listed.
So that's the master bedroom. Then we come over here. This is a big bedroom, Minnie.
It is,
I
very
know.
big, especially with
God.
the treat on there.
Boy, it makes it nice. And I love this living room with all the windows like that. And look how big the kitchen is, Minnie.
I love the kitchen.
This is an awesome model here. Look at this. You got the dining room flows right in. You got the kitchen that comes around.
That track.
And are these 8 foot or 9?
These are 8.5 foot ceilings. In the coffer, you'll have 9. This home does a lot of
This is
creating that
nice. This
separate
actually looks
space.
like a real house.
Yeah.
This is actually the most nicest one I like.
Well, good. I like that.
And then look at this, Minnie, over here. Another living
Come
area.
back over here. Yep.
And another bedroom over here.
Well, no, that's your utility.
Oh,
room.
utility room, Minnie.
But it's set up so if you want to do a garage, you can do that.
Yeah.
A garage right off the side of the house.
This is my favorite one right here. Look, when you look down it looks just like a house down here instead of a mobile home.
Yeah, it's not a straight shot.
Now, how many square feet is this, Steve,
This one is
house?
about 2,100 square feet.
2,100. And what's
30
the...
feet wide by
Uh-huh.
70 feet long.
And you're saying this is basically a basic model house, this one here.
What's the price on this one?
This one is 179,000 and change.
Wow.
That's an
Beautiful.
IRC code home already. We don't have to.
This
pay
one's
for it.
IRC code,
It's IRC code.
which means that it's it's a professional built house. It's not a mobile
Well,
home.
the IRC is actually the same code that site-built homes are built to.
Site
So
home
it's,
built,
it's
okay.
essentially it's a house.
180 grand, Minnie. I'll tell you what, man, the way this house looks,
I
Minnie,
like the setup.
I don't even
love-
think you need any upgrades
I
on it.
love the layout. I love everything.
It's beautiful,
about it.
Steve.
Well, thank you.
And I actually like the 8.5 better than the 9. I mean, it still gives it that
It's
big
huge.
look.
It's big.
Well, if you
It's
think about it,
big.
your 8.5 means you no longer have to pay the extra to heat to that 9-foot ceiling in place.
Yeah.
What are we going to look at next, Steve?
Well, we're going to go look at a Bonnevilla.
Bonnevilla,
By the way, just so you can see this, right now we do have that promotion going on.
17,000 off.
17,000 off on this one, almost 18,000.
And this is in Grand Junction, Colorado, over at Clayton Home Center.
You got it.
Appreciate all your help,
Not a
Steve.
problem. That's what I'm here for.
So now hold on a minute. This is the Karsten house. Now we're going to go into a...
We're going to go into a Bonnevilla next.
Okay.
Well, Bonnevilla is a company called Chief. They do two different series of homes. They do a Bella Vista and a Bonnevilla. I'm going to start by taking you to the Bella Vista.
Which is the more expensive one?
No, actually the Bella Vista is more the entry-level one.
Oh, okay.
The Bonnevilla is the more high-end one.
All right. Well, let's go check it out, bud.
Check out both.
All right, thanks, Steve.
No problem.
Okay, we just pulled up over here. Steve was supposed to be showing us some really high-end stuff, and he's trying to give us an angle on this one over here. Okay, Steve, why are you showing us this Arkansas redneck stuff here?
Well,
buddy?
the truth of the matter is I want you to see what everybody's used to seeing on a manufactured home.
Okay.
Then I'm going to totally shock the heck out of you by showing you what they are now.
So you're telling us that you brought us all the way back here to show us this is what people see in their mind, but we're really going to see the real deal.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there.
Okay, what are we going in next, bud?
We're going into a home that's built by a company called Chief Industries.
Okay.
They're out of Aurora, Nebraska. And I'm taking you into their Bella Vista series. This is actually our two-story home that's on the lot. So.
Oh, the two-story.
Awesome. Can't wait to see the two-story.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
All right, buddy. Okay, so it's really awesome that we found Steve that's actually going to talk to us on camera about the situation. Real nice guy. Seems like he's an honest salesperson. Remember, we were talking about them sales guys, so you really got to watch the angles. But Steve seems to, he's cutting us a square deal and telling us everything we need to know. So we're going to go ahead and look at this one here. I believe it's called a Bella Vista, made by Chieftain or something like that. And this is basically an upper, higher end house, approximately $200,000. And another thing about this house, it's a two-story job. Steve claims that there's 3,000 square feet in this, upstairs, downstairs. So let's go look at this thing and see what we got.
It definitely gives you more of a real house appearance.
All right, what's going on, Steve?
Well, we're actually.
What do we got here, bud?
We're standing in a home that's built by Chief Industries. This is the Bella Vista. Specifically, the model name on this one is the Maple.
Maple?
Now,
So this is the Maple version?
Correct.
Or model?
Model. Now this one.
Now I see that this is an open.
Very open concepts, and this isn't quite what you were looking for, but I wanted to show you the level from this
Wow, look at this, Minnie.
Now that second story is an option from this manufacturer, so it can be done on any one of their floor plans.
Huh.
This has got lots of.
It's a big open area living space. I like this. How many square feet are we talking about,
This is about
Steve?
1,800 square foot down here, about 1,200 unfinished up on top.
Now, are these 9-footers or 8.5?
These are 9-foot ceilings here. Can I point out something? I gotta detract you real quick. I'm gonna derail your train of thought, and quite literally, I'm gonna do this.
What's
do you
up?
notice how quiet it is in this house right now? Do me a favor, point that camera outside that window.
Okay.
Look at what's going by right now.
Look, you can't even hear the cars.
650 and a train that's going by.
Look at that, man. I can't even hear the cars. Just barely. I mean, I
That's
can
how
barely.
well this home is built. You put this on a private lot, you won't be able to hear a cricket outside.
God,
Isn't that
dude.
crazy?
That is.
Now, you know, if this is something pretty nice, I don't mind the bedroom being off the wall here because there's like a little hallway entry.
Yeah, it's more. It's.
And this is a nice sized bedroom here. Look at this. Wow. This is pretty nice. Now, what kind of flooring we got here, Steve?
Well,
in this house.
In this house, you're going to have standard with a carpet in the living spaces.
And how thick is that carpet standard?
Oh, geez, you know what? I'm not.
5 pound, 8 pound, we don't know.
I'm not sure off the top of my head here.
Okay.
But I can find that information out for you. Your linoleum is now going to be a Stonecrest tile linoleum.
That's what that is?
That's what that is, right?
Okay.
So the real good thing about that stuff is that if you ever get a ripper or tear it, you don't have to replace the entire room. You can pull up one tile and replace the tile.
Now, we're not going to go look at any Fleetwoods probably because we're not into those, but you're saying that versus Karsten versus Fleetwood, you can't go in there and custom build those ones. They're just built the way they are.
Well,
That's what you get.
Your Fleetwood is kind of more of a production model home. So they'll do changes to it, but in the end, you're going to have that floor plan that's already existing and make some changes to it.
Right. Yeah, look how it looks right here, man. It's totally different.
Nice metal farm sink.
God, look at this. Now that looks like a real house there.
Definitely separates off right there.
Yeah.
Those are your
See, that's what I'm talking about. You come down the hall and it looks like a real house.
But if you notice, it's not very big hallways. Because that's what you lose in a lot of houses. You lose that square footage.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, it gives it the feel of a real house.
It's her
You know, and look.
Well, quite literally, this one is absolutely a real house.
Big, huge closet.
And that's where people really mess up, huh, Steve?
Oh, absolutely.
They think mobile home built in a factory.
Oh, hey,
that's not a real house.
I thought the same thing when I did my interview here the first time. I came in thinking I don't want to sell anything.
Well, so did we. We were laughing at the idea. Okay, so once again, this is our 2-story model. We're going to go upstairs, and he claims this is 3,000 square feet, and I believe it is. Look how awesome this looks. They got the sheetrock walls. He said it comes unfinished just like this. And if you want to finish it, I'm sorry, what was that, Steve?
It'll be like what it is on the other side of the door is how it comes in.
Oh, so this does not come with sheetrock up here?
It does not come with a sheetrock.
No insulation or nothing?
No. Totally unfinished.
Okay, so
Wow, I didn't think you'd be able to stand up.
Oh yeah. No, it's not.
so this is actually really nice. Look at this. We go in over here. And then if you buy the 2-story model, this is what it comes like. And then you have to finish it out yourself. Do you sell a lot of these ones, Steve?
I've sold a couple of them.
Really?
Like I said, this is it's a higher end manufacturer.
And this is a
so-
$200,000.
Well, that's the list price on it. We'll get you a better deal though.
Yeah. So it seems like we're getting some pretty good action here. Steve's telling us the real story, and I'm actually impressed. I was actually shocked at some of these, the two we've looked at already. I mean,
Yeah, I like the layout of this
what do you
one,
think?
too. We don't need 2
I
stories.
like this layout, but the deal is I just really don't like the open kitchen, Steve.
I understand that.
You know?
I understand that.
And for 180, he said this one's 180
With the current
with everything.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's go look at the one.
Now, does that include a porch, Steve?
No, it doesn't include a porch,
Come
but we
on,
can build
bud.
that on site for you.
Oh, is that extra or? Come on,
Anytime
dude.
you want more, it's always extra.
You're talking about Fred Pete here, bud. Okay, we're outside of here, and this one here is called a Bonnevilla. This is the top of the line Bonnevilla home. And I want to, one more time, take a good look at the traffic here and show you what's going on. We got very loud traffic, we got trains across the street, and then we're going to walk inside the house and see what's going on after Steve tells us what's going on. What's up?
With this one, basically the home that we're going to look
Gotta
at.
talk a little louder, Steve.
My apologies, I forget
ahead,
we're
dude.
sitting out here off of Highway
Right,
6
right.
and 50. With this house that we're going to go look at right now, it's built by the same company as the 2-story home we just came out of.
But this is their high-end, top
This
of
is
the
their
line.
high-end stuff. This is the
That
Bonnevilla.
wasn't the high end?
That was the entry-level stuff. This is just going to wow the heck out of you.
Okay,
This is a Bonnevilla home. It's called the Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Now,
Jacksonville.
before we go in, what's the price tag on this model?
$247,000.
So this is $40,000 more than the 2-story job.
Correct.
Wow.
All right.
Should we even
I'm
look
ready.
at this one? Or?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready for it?
All right.
Okay, good. No heart medication or anything you need to take before we go
No,
inside?
we don't need no. We're ready, bud.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, once again, this is a IRC built house, and this is a house, not a mobile home that we're going into. So this is their top of the line. Wow. God. Look at this, Minnie.
Wait, did you hear that? The moment I shut the door, that sound, it just disappeared.
Go ahead,
There was a
let's
train
see.
going by and then barely anything.
We've got
Nothing.
a little built-in closet. That's your front
Oh, and that's a huge closet too, because if you remember, there's a bump out on the front, so it takes up that entire bump out.
Wow.
All your cabinetry, all your everything's done with real wood doors, styles. And when I say real wood, I mean I'm talking solid wood. I mean solid wood doors.
Don't break your hand, Steve.
Nah, I won't. I've done it 2 million times, so
Okay.
I know exactly how much I can do.
Yeah, all the trim, it's real high end and nice.
Pull out one of those drawers. You gotta see this. I love this. Soft close. Even on the cabinets.
Love it.
So that's the only downfall with these type of cabinetry. You can't get upset and slam cabinet doors around. You gotta talk things out.
Wow.
The island is big enough you can have the Last Supper at it. if you
Yeah, I was
want
about to say 12 people can eat at that time.
This is pretty nice, man. This is,
Beautiful.
got the family room over here.
Now I know you can't really see this on the video,
Go
but
ahead.
if you notice how nice and cool and comfortable this house is, right?
Yeah.
Well, right now we're in the middle of summer, and didn't check the temperature, but we're probably 90s, maybe high 90s right now. This whole 22 square foot house, 2,200 square foot house, is actually being cooled by that one window air unit right there.
You're joking,
That's how
man.
energy efficient these homes are.
That one unit right there is cooling this whole house.
Exactly, that's it.
Oh, I figured there was like one in every room.
Nope, just the one.
God.
You get your furnace closet right here. Now,
Bath.
with this home,
Bath.
because it's an IRC code home, you're going to have a 95% efficiency furnace in it. If you went with a HUD code home,
yeah.
you'd only be about 80 to 85%.
So when you get an IRC home, you get a better
you get a high
heating unit.
efficiency furnace in it.
But once again, Steve,
Very open.
I really hate to disappoint you. It's a beautiful house, but
Well, you know,
it's just, you know, it's not my style, guy.
and I got to tell you, I understand that because not every home is built for every single person that walks on the
Yeah.
lot. But that's the good thing again about this manufacturer. I could take this floor plan, alter it, and make it into what you like. Standard.
Now, is that an upgrade on the fireplace, or is that standard issue?
The fireplace itself is a standard at this price. The stonework is something we did on site, so that is extra.
Yeah. This is pretty nice, man. So this is the master bedroom. Beautiful home. Got the recessed windows into the wall. This is the other thing that makes these houses look big is when they recess those windows just, what is that, like 1.5 or 1
I
foot?
think it's just a 1 foot.
Yeah, it just makes it look totally different, man. Is that an upgraded bathtub, or is that
That's
standard
included
in
that
this
price.
one?
That's included that price. But if you look at it, now I'm not a short guy. What's funny is my nickname here on the lot is Shorty. So if you ever forget my name, just ask for Shorty. Everybody knows what I'm
Okay.
talking
You're about
I'm
what, 6 foot?
Yeah.
6 foot?
So 6 foot tall. I'm about 215 pounds,
Uh-huh.
and I'm dwarfed in this tub.
There you go.
It's completely stretched out. I mean, seriously, Calgon, take me away. I'm ready for my bubble bath kind of thing.
There you go.
Okay, we're gonna go look at the cabin one, and then I think we've looked at a bunch of them, kind of getting the idea of what's going on and how it's going here. Beautiful homes, big price range going on, and talking to somebody that really knows his P's and Q's about it is a big help in itself. Okay, what we're looking at right here, this is your standard issue cabin type model that a lot of the companies build. We know a Champion Home builds one of these, and then Karsten also builds one. This one's made by Fleetwood. This is the highest end Fleetwood home that they build. I've always been told that Fleetwood is a lower end house, so this one here to me is probably a little bit lower end than what we were just looking at. And like I said one more time, the square footage that me and Minnie are looking for is between 1,600 and 2,200. So, you know, he's showing us the big, larger houses. But pay attention to the quality and pay attention to the quantity of what you're getting for your money. And, you know, down the line, la-di-da-da, basic, basic, basic. Let's get into the cabin model of the Fleetwood high end. This is the highest end Fleetwood they sell, and see what we got. So, what's going on?
Very nice.
This is the one me and Bob were in. I'm sorry, go ahead, Steve.
Not a problem. We actually just came in from outside. We were looking at the
I
patio.
saw that.
here.
This is a patio. It's nice.
Composite decking, so it's pretty much no maintenance.
It'll last forever on the composite wood.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
So you sit out here with a cold beer and enjoy
Man, you
your
ain't
views.
lying. This is the one I like, dude.
Now, what we were talking about is the fact that this one has already been discontinued, this model
Right.
itself. And whereas I'm selling this home, it won't work for you out in Moab because it's built to the Colorado standards. But if you fall in love with this floor plan, I could always take this floor plan to Bonneville or to Karsten, and they can build it for us.
Because they sell basically the same. All the manufacturers sell a cabin model like this, right?
Well, all the manufacturers build homes, period. No
Yeah.
matter what the design.
Because I was in a home, Palm Harbor, and it's called a Pecan Valley. And then I go in another one that's made by Karsten, and it's basically the same setup.
Well, in the end, there's probably only so many designs that you can do.
Right,
with a
right.
manufactured
Especially in the
modular.
space that you're trying to make it in.
Exactly.
Let's go check it out, Steve.
Please, let's go.
Go ahead, buddy.
So
Okay,
this
so
one-
this has got the big open kitchen. You got the high ceilings that come up to a pitch,
It's a
I guess.
9-foot peak on there.
Uh-huh.
You're going to have about a 7.5 foot,
Right.
8-foot sidewall on it. We did this one with some tower dormers, so it gave a little bit of extra flat.
This is called a tower dormer right
This
here.
is called a tower dormer right
Which makes
there.
it look
That's a
bigger.
tower dormer.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, I
basically,
see.
in those areas, you have that higher flat.
And it makes it look bigger.
Makes it look bigger. Creates
Gives it more of an open feeling.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's a more expensive one to ship because of that too, because it comes in over height.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You like this model?
I like the front of it, but when you get over here, it's a straight shot.
Let me go look and
Bird's on each
see.
side.
So it's more like a mobile home feeling in the Fleetwood.
Well, and
Would
typically
you
that's-
agree with that, Steve?
I would agree with you in that respect.
Because it's a Fleetwood, or?
No, it's because of the layout
Just
of the
the
home.
layout,
When you
yeah.
have the patio on the end, what has to happen is you have to have all the bedrooms on the other side.
Right, right.
Which means now you've got this big long hallway, which is what people hate about the old school manufactured homes.
So you got the kitchen here now. Once again, this is a Fleetwood. This is their top of the line.
You got hickory cabinets in here.
Hickory cabinets in here.
I love the cabinet.
And they got a very good special going on with a bunch of writing on it, meaning they want to get this off the lot today. Now this is what's nice about the cabin models is all the trim is made out of pine. It gives you that cabin feel. And this looks like this is real wood, not particle wood.
Now,
so,
Pete, I will tell you though,
what's up, buddy?
that is an upgrade. Or it's an upgrade into this home. That's included in the price. But I can do that same upgrade on just about any home.
Putting the pine.
We can give it that same feeling. Any one of these homes, if you want that D-log siding that's on the outside of the home, both Bonnevilla and
Oh,
Cornerstone,
any of the houses you can put the
I
log
can do that.
siding on it.
that's just an exterior siding, so it can be done on any one of them.
That's cool. Is this the master bedroom?
This is the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's kind of small in here.
Well, we're also in a home that is smaller than anything else that we looked at.
Yeah.
This is 16?
It's only 1,600 square feet.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a nice house, you know, and I like it, but I like the bathroom. I mean, 1,600 square feet, it's a nice house.
The bathroom's really nice. The
Yeah.
shower's smaller, but I like it. It's got the seat. That's what I want.
We need to get down the road, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
Pleasure meeting you, Pete.
All right, thank you. You gave us a lot of information, right, man?
Absolutely, good
My little
information.
dog, look at him, he's getting tired. Getting tired, but we gotta go, buddy. Okay, so that's several houses that we looked at. Once again, this is a 1,600 square foot. It's a front porch model, it's a nice model, but you got that feeling of a long hallway that kind of gives you the feeling of a mobile home. So we'll see what happens when we get down the road and talk about more mobile home, modular home, IRC home hunting.